Hey fam, it's already hot. It's already hot and I'm still dealing with frozen shoulder today. I should have been out here an hour ago and I wasn't because I was putting my TENS machine on my frozen shoulder to see if that would help. And I can't say that it helped, but I can't say that it didn't help either. I just know that my shoulder still hurts a lot. And I'm not sure what to do about it. All right, so the goal for the next, not even gonna give myself that long, 30 to 40 minutes is to get some of this, whatchamacallit up here, right here. That's the goal. I don't know if I have you in the best location for that viewing without you getting a bunch of butt footage, but that's the goal. I wanted to put these lights up here, this row, because when the front two doors open, and I think when the back door opens, these turn on. Now, those doors are all closed right now. I have the hatch open in the back, so those lights don't go on. These come on with a button that says balance, but I realized that the key has to be in the auxiliary mode or turned all the way on in order for that balance button to work. Because I flipped the switch with the car off and it does nothing. So, there you go. So, and that's fine. I'm most likely not going to be using these lights that much anyway, because I don't want to be running off the car battery anyway. So I'm okay with that. Like I said, I was going to be putting these up here just to have something a little different. But I would need multiple hands, one to hold this up while I'm gluing. And I think it's just going to be easier to let them lay down here where they go and call it a day. I'm over it. I really am. So I'm just going to sit them down there where they go anyway. And then glue this stuff, this canvas on top. Now I will have to cut this canvas because I left it long on purpose because I wasn't sure what I was doing with these lights. So I'm gonna get some of the spray. Well, first I think I should cut. At least I need to cut here, and then this, because this is just gonna tuck over a little bit. All right, let me get. I just went through and cleaned out my tool bin. I actually brought out the tool bin that was in the house, because the one that I had, I kept bringing tools out individually as I needed them, and then it got to the point, let's see what I did with a pair of scissors. It got to the point where this was just way too full. There it is. Yeah, it got to the point where this was way too full. The tool bin that I was using in here. So we're gonna cut. Those are good. This piece gonna go up like that. This will go up like that. There was something else I'm missing. Oh, let me get some gloves, because I keep getting this glue on my hands and it's gross. So I have the 77 that I bought, which is super strength. It's paper, cardboard, plastic, fabric, foil, insulation, and leather. And then I have the max strength. I still have another one of these too. This is laminate, wood, concrete, metal, rubber, heavy duty plastics. I don't know. I felt like this, even though it was made for concrete, I felt like if it could hold concrete, then it should have no problem with this fabric. But it seemed like it didn't want to stick on the other side when I was doing it. Like, what the hell? Like, if you're made for concrete, how can you not stick on fabric? I don't get it. But it seemed like it was giving me the hardest time. Like, I just wasn't understanding why. And I'm not going to worry too much about this small section that's going to be covered mostly by the cabinet when I do make it, because again, it's going to be a cabinet there. I'm not going to be so focused on covering behind something that's probably never going to be seen and making my job harder. I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm getting exhausted. It's hot out and it's only getting hotter, and so I am definitely 100% over it. You hear me? 100% over it. I think I might trim this later with some pretty fabric, maybe. I don't know. Haven't decided. Could be, could be not. The light does shine through this. But right on this edge, I might do a little trim to cover up the jagged pieces. Then again, maybe I won't. I don't know. Like I said, I'm over it. I really, really am. Did take the door panel and put it up in the front passenger seat area. It is kind of in my way. Not really. I can still drive the car and not have a problem. It looks god awful sitting up there, but it's out of my way back here, and I think that's just where it's gonna live until a week or so from now when it gets put on and put in its place. But that's just where it's gonna be. Just simple as that. I'm over it. I'm over it, I'm over it, I'm over it. I need to go to Dollar Tree and get another pair of these scissors. These have some sticky on them and they're not cutting so great. And I also forgot to bring the black paint out, and so I could paint this little wall that I put here. It's not really a wall, but not quite sure what I'm doing with it. I had other plans for something here, and that has now changed. But yeah. long as my windows can still open, that's really all I care about. Which they can. Putting anything down in that, nothing down in the track. I really need to start using my microphone. I do have a mic that I got that a YouTuber that I happened to stumble upon their videos recommends. Forth and use them both, huh? Why the heck not? Definitely makes a difference if it's too hot out here. And sometimes you gotta hold it for a second or two, because it does have some play for a few minutes. All right, I think I'm gonna take these strips that I cut off and put them above the window. And then I'm gonna take another piece and cover even more. I don't wanna waste any, you know what I'm saying? And I can have multiple layers, you know, I'm not worried about it being too many layers. Like, you can have as many layers as you want. It's canvas, and I have a butt ton of it. Butt load, butt ton, whatever. Let's see, I'm checking the time. My eye on the time. This is not going to be a finish today project. Well, I might be able to finish later today, but it's not going to be a finish in one session. I might cut one piece here. Maybe, we'll see. Maybe. All right, let's go. Above this other window. Scrap pieces we're not saving. All right, let's do above this window now. I sprayed that far over. That's going to be behind the cabinet. I clearly was not thinking. It's okay. It's going to be whatever. It's going to be whatever. That song just popped in my head. 25. Come on. There we go. Slide up. Slide up. 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 There we go. Oops. Go down. Okay. A piece of small. This is still just the whole thing. I think this is still just the whole thing. So we need to cut another section. All right, let me cut another section. I'll be back. All right, we have a section cut off. It's way too long, obviously, because this tarp is way too long. But I'm actually. Oh shoot! I cut it the wrong way. I don't know. Nope. Yeah, I did. I wanted to cut it so that I had a piece with this edging all the way across the bottom of the windows. So now I gotta cut another piece. I'll be back. I'll be back. All right, not sure if I'm gonna be able to do this because I only have about 20 more minutes or so. I have an appointment that I need to get ready for, so it may just be a matter of just measuring and making sure, you know, I have enough cut, and then we'll follow this up with another day or later today. Okay, so we've got, where's the edge? Here it is. There's the label, we don't need that. So we got this edge. This is the edge we want. And I think it is long enough to cover the entire span of these, over top of these windows. It is. Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. All right. Now what I think I'm going to do is cut it in half because I don't think I need quite this much. Let's see. Because I do have to get, let me move you. So I do have to get this edge, these lights, I have to get over this edge down. I might even go all the way up. So I might just take it all the way up. From this window Let's measure. Tape measure. Oh, tape measure, tape measure. Where are you? So, okay. From here to there. Cooperate. That is roughly 31 inches. The sheet that I tore, the canvas that I tore is roughly, definitely more than 31. It's like 45 or so. So that's perfect. So I think what we'll do for the next time, which will be instantaneous for you, is I will start right at the base of the window. And I know I said I wasn't going to worry about that, but it just helps me keep it lined up. We're going to start at the base of the window and go all the way across and then go all the way up. That way we enclose these lights as well. And then this wire, it gets enclosed. And then I'll cut out for here. I'll probably take this actually out and then make a hole and then put it back in. All right. Hey fam. So as you can see, I did not complete this off camera. You guys have to be patient with me. The last time I was doing a van build was Mona, and that was 2020/2021. It is now 2026. Are we at the halfway point now? Yeah, it's June. So yeah, we're at the halfway point of 2026 and I'm old. It's hot. I'm tired. I don't have 24 hours in a day to devote to the build like I did when I was in Mona. I can't wake up in the middle of the night and go out and tinker in the, I could. Husband would frown upon it, not be so happy about it. I can't get up at 5 a.m. and go tinker in the van. I could. Husband would frown upon it. He wouldn't be so happy about it. And probably neither would my neighbors. So it's a little different doing a build this time around. I'm not a full-time nomad. I have some health things going on. I'm trying to recuperate and recover from injuries. It's just a lot. It's a lot. So just so you know. So yeah, but I am going to paint this. I brought the little acrylic paint from out the house. I don't know what I did with my, I know I had it around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Found it. I was using this old piece of cork that I had squeezed the, yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and paint this bar, this thing. I was really going to go ahead and cover this. And I'm mad at myself because I was out here earlier. I had to rearrange a couple of things and put stuff in and bring stuff back in and bring stuff out and do some back and forth. And it had just stopped raining and it was so much cooler. But I'm not feeling well. And my body has been warning me for days that I'm doing too much. And so I just laid down and took it easy, which you got to do sometimes. And I fell asleep. I didn't mean to, but I fell asleep. And we're talking now hours later. And now I'm like, okay, great. Now the sun's out. Now it's like, 15 degrees hotter. I should have stayed out here when I was on the move. Oh, now I don't know where my paintbrush is. Here it is. Found it. Yeah, I should have stayed out here when I was on the move and moving around and had all the time in the world. But say la vie. Anyway, I want to go ahead and paint this stupid thing. I have no idea when I'm putting this video up for you guys to see it. So I don't know what really to say or talk about because I don't know how much you already know. I don't know if we've had our live. Because by then I would have done a members only video and they would know all of the news and announcements and all the info that I'm so graciously trying not to say on video until I know that you all know it. But yeah. So painting this far. I don't know why I didn't paint this when I painted the other wood. I kind of went to that side of the van and completely forgot about this side of the van. After so many days, weeks. It's been a few weeks now. It's been really slow. It's been a slow progress, a slow process. Like I said, what's going on with me has made it be slow. So, yeah. So I'll let this dry tonight. Husband's on the way home. And then tomorrow, possibly the next day, I will come back and continue this video with me finishing up this wall. I really need to move on to making this cabinet. And I don't know if I said this in a previous video or earlier in this video. I've really been putting off the cabinet because I've never made a cabinet. I've never really built anything. I have modified things. And it's not like building a bed. Very different. And so I've been designing it in my head now for forever. But I don't know if it's going to turn out right. I got to get plywood for it. Definitely going to have to be made out of plywood. I do have some 2x4s left over. Unfortunately, it rained and they got rained on. These are out on the deck. So I don't know how good they are if I got to buy a couple more. I think I only need like 2. What I plan to do. I've really been holding out trying to find something that I could use instead. What I would love to find is a big wood crate or a big wood locker, like a foot locker. More square in shape than a rectangle though. Yeah, so that's painted. I can't decide what I want to do up here. Something is telling me to just go ahead and paint it red. Call it a day. But then the other part of me wants to put that brick wallpaper up here, but I really don't feel like cutting and trimming and measuring and then having it come off because it doesn't stick. Something's telling me just to go in the house, go get the red paint and paint both of these red and just be done with it. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to sand it and then stain it. I don't really like wood grain. I'm not a fan of wood. I still don't know what I'm going to do with this wood countertop. I keep looking at it as well. I'm debating about just slapping this paint on there and calling it too. I don't think I want it black though. Yeah, I don't think I want it black. But I might paint this front side of the bed black. And I might have just enough to do that. Just this front part that is really showing, like the legs part. This front piece here, we might go ahead and paint that black. That way it can be drying while this is drying as well. Which means I have to get down on the floor. Not a fan. Anywho, let me know what you guys think. Like, I still got to go get fabric for here to put on here. I'm not sure if I'm going to put fabric here yet. It's not necessary to have fabric here. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was considering putting, this is too short. I want to put a piece of that 1x. I think I have one more piece of that 1x left. And I think I want to put a piece here because this is sagging right here. It's pretty firm here. But right here is where it starts to sag. And I'm thinking if I put a strip of 1x right here, that'll firm that up a little bit. And I don't have to worry about headroom there because my head's not going under there. I had also toyed with the idea of putting a hammock here for 7. Some kind of a bed, hanging bed here for him. I think, you know what would be a great idea? I should wrap this with some rope and make this a scratching post for him. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yep, I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I didn't need to paint it. Oh my God, it's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the store and get some rope and wrap it real tight, hot glue it and wrap it all the way around and make this his scratching post. But yeah, I think a hammock, because I can put part of the hammock on this seatbelt thing right here, which make it nice and strong. And then the other part I can drill right into this piece of wood here, so it'll be like a corner, a triangular hammock that he can jump up in and sleep in. I mean, mostly he'll probably sleep on this bed, but that'll also give him another place to be. Anywho, at some point I need to order a screen for this back door, like I used to have on the sliding door of Not Your Mama's Van, and the doors of Taurus and Cardinal and all that. I need 2 of them because I need one for the sliding door and I need one for the back door. I also want to make some sort of an awning. I don't know if you can see, but I just took a piece of this canvas because the sun is streaming in here and it's so hot. I want the airflow, but I don't want the sun. What I would love to find is an old tent, rainfly, and cut it and modify it because that's thin, it's lightweight. And hang it over the glass Dutch door top. And then I can just anchor it down on the bumpers or something. And take advantage of that high top there. Even I could open up my doors and make a whole screen room right there, to be honest with you. That'd be super cool. Yeah, there's so many little things, you know? So many little things that I like to do. But those are little tweaks, and those are things that don't have to be done for like the first camp, you know? That doesn't have to be finished in order for me to camp in it. So I'm not gonna worry too much about that. I want to figure out what I'm doing with this toilet. It's all charged up. I finally plugged it in and it's all charged. And I don't know if I don't want to bring it out because it gets scraped so easily. But I do have those big, thick contractor bags. So I think I may go ahead and bring it out and bungee it in place and put one of those thick contractor bags over it. I'm not going to set it up. I'm not going to use it. I just want the big items in here so I can see the space I'm working with, how much room I'm left with, what I need to tweak or what have you. That kind of thing. So that's more or less what I'm concerned with, not about getting it ready to go out and do something, because that's not going to be for another month or 2. Yeah. But I'm thinking I just want things like that. Like that's why I put the fridge in here. The fridge is not plugged in. There's nothing even in the fridge. I don't even have the top, all the way down. I have it cracked open so that it can get some airflow and doesn't get stinky in there or moist in there. I probably should get a little damp bread packet and put it in there for a little bit. Or some, not some damp bread, baking soda box and put it in there. But I want it in its place because it's such a big component in the build, The water, the water tanks, everything. I wanted all those things where they're going to go so that I can be like, okay, this is its place. This is where it's going, blah, 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 blah. So there's that. Excuse me. And then I know how much room I'm working with for anything else that I've got going on or want to have going on. Okay. It's hot. It's very, very hot. I think I'm gonna go ahead and clean this stuff up. and I'll probably be back. We're gonna get this done so we can move on to this cabinet. I can't put it off anymore. I might do a thrift shop day and go look. I need to do my measurements one more time and write them down this time. I did not save them in my phone. I need to take my measurements for the cabinet, uh, the plywood that I'm looking for, and or a crate or box that would fit the space.